In gacha games like Genshin Impact, they abuse a system that involves limited time banners that are designed to make you want to pull for every new character that comes out. Unfortunately, due to the nature of this system, it is likely that you will eventually end up wishing for a character that you later regret pulling for. And even though I'm usually pretty stingy with my primo gems, usually doing hours of YouTube and Wikipedia research on a character and their kit before I even do a single pull on a banner, sometimes I see a pretty character and I don't think, I just pull. Today, I'm going to talk about the characters that I regret pulling for in Genshin Impact. But I don't want to immediately dive into a bunch of negativity, so first I will like to start with the characters that I am really happy that I wished for. The characters that are so amazing that if I didn't get them, I probably wouldn't still be playing this game over 2 years later. Anybody who has been keeping up with this channel probably knows what the first one is, and that character is Kokomi. Psych! You already know it's Child! He's the best character in the entire goddamn game! Child was one of the first characters that had something that made me actually have to think while playing him. He was a character that at first felt clunky to play, but as I got better with him, it started to become more fun. I enjoy systems within video games that reward you for taking the time to learn them. Genshin has always been pretty straightforward to play, so learning to balance Child's elemental skill cooldown, knowing which version of his burst to use while swapping through the other characters on my team felt very satisfying. Which leads me into my next character, Klee. Like, I know this one seems pretty crazy. Like, why wouldn't I say a stronger character like Raiden Shogun or Yelan? I realize that this sounds silly, but I think Klee is a lot of fun. Klee was also a character that felt very clunky for me to play at first. I later realized I had to build a team around her to make sure she can get her damage off and learn animation cancels so you don't get stuck in the same position for too long, leading you to get hit. But learning these animation cancels and then trying to use those animation cancels in a battle while also trying not to get hit has been a lot of fun. I enjoy learning these little extra inputs to make a character feel smoother to play. I don't know why exactly, but making something that felt very foreign at first feel natural after practice is very rewarding to me. This next character though is the reason why I still play Genshin Impact, and that character is Zhongli. He is such a cool looking character. This character makes you feel super powerful because you can basically just ignore what the enemy is trying to do. Mr. Geodaddy here carried me hard before I actually knew what I was doing in this game. He can go on any team. He's like peanut butter. He makes everything better. But I am going to stop with those 3 characters because this is a video about characters that I regret pulling. But before I do, I want to preface, I don't think that any of these characters are bad. This is just my opinion. Also, I like all of these characters. There's a reason why I decided to wish for them in the first place. Please, you are free to enjoy whatever characters you want, and I'm not coming for your character or anything, okay? I mean, I still use Child and Klee in the year 2023. So the first character I regret pulling, and it pains me to say this, is Xiao. I'm sorry, I know. I love his character, his design is incredible, and he's pretty fun to play. I just never use him. I would never really look at a situation and be like, you know what? Xiao is perfect for this situation in the Abyss.
Lament!
And while Xiao is fun to play for me, I have even more fun playing other characters, so I never really used him much. And then the regret really came in strong when Wanderer came out, because the Wanderer and Xiao fill very similar roles. Anywhere that you can slot Xiao, you can usually slot the Wanderer as well. And unfortunately, I have more fun playing as Skara, so now I literally never use Xiao. It pains me so much to say this, because Xiao's character design is a 10 out of 10, but I'm sorry, I regret pulling for Xiao. Next one is Albedo. This one is a little weird because when I first got Albedo, I used him a lot. But as time went on, I started realizing that I would do less damage on teams that I decided to put him on, which isn't really a huge issue. That same thing happens whenever I try to use Klee, but the difference is I play as Klee because I have fun when I play Klee. Albedo is a sub DPS though, where all you really do is drop his elemental skill on the field and then you just switch him out. Occasionally you might burst, but he's barely on the field, so I never really feel like I'm playing as Albedo. So while I do think Albedo looks amazing, especially with his event weapon, unfortunately now he is a character that I never really use, and unfortunately I regret pulling for him now. The last character that I regret pulling for is Cyno. This is the character I regret pulling for the most.
Squidward.
It really sucks saying this because when I saw the original Teyvat story trailer all those years ago, I saw Sino in that trailer and I was like, damn, that character is sick. I am instantly pulling for him. So I was super hyped when he was finally released. In fact, I was so hyped that I didn't even look at his kit. I knew absolutely nothing about the way that Sino played before I pulled for him. The moment that he dropped, I spent 160 wishes on his banner. And to this day, he is still level 60. The day that I got him was the only day that I ever used him. This was the quickest that I have ever stopped using a limited 5-star character. Now, there is nothing wrong with Sino, but in most scenarios where I would want to use him, Kaching can easily fill the same role. The difference is, my Kaching is already built. And I have her skin. So Scarabs being a pain in the ass to farm and me not wanting to use resources on a character that I know I would never play led me to instantly retire Sino. So yeah, those are the 3 characters that I regret pulling for. I have a decent amount of 5-star characters, and as I said, I usually do not regret pulling for 5-star characters because I usually know exactly what the character does, and I really know if I want to use my Primo Gems or not. Because, you know, Hoyoverse only gives you like 2 Primo Gems a day in this game, so you definitely have to choose wisely when rolling for characters. But yeah, what are some characters that you regret pulling for in Genshin Impact? Let me know in the comment section down below, and just remember, you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you, and I'll see you in the next video.